Hey everyone, it's me Hunter. I'm back with another Thomas the Tank Engine video today. Before we get into this video, I wanted to make a correction on my last video about Diesel. He's actually a Class 08 shunter, not a Class 09 like I said in the video. I do apologize for that. I should have done my research prior, and so from now on I'm going to try to do that. That's what I've done with our character Bulstrode here. So without further ado, let me get into talking about my custom build of our highly disagreeable barge buddy. So Bulstrode was a build I never expected to do, at least not right away. A big thing that made me build this model was I didn't have to buy wheels. When I'm building my Thomas the Tank Engine trains or locomotives, I have to buy wheels. I have to either buy a Lego set with wheels, or I have to buy custom wheels from Big Ben Bricks. That's where I get all my wheels. You can easily find them online, just a quick Google search Big Ben Bricks. But with Bulstrode, I didn't have to do that. I did have to buy a couple shrimp boat sets. However, I was already going to buy those. I've been working on a little shrimp boat fleet, so I was able to use some of the extra parts to help me finish up what I'm Bulstrode here. So when you're looking at Bulstrode, it took me a little bit to figure out how I want to do them. I never built a boat from scratch. Like I said, I built the shrimp boats, but a lot of those, even though they were custom, they ended up kind of being custom. I made them larger. I still used the base idea from the set. All I did was just make the boat larger. So when I was going through this, I came up with a bow design originally that in my head worked a lot better, and when I went to execute it, it looked terrible. I have the picture somewhere, so I might, maybe at the end of this video, I'll put the picture at the end of the video saying this is what it looked like originally. Obviously, in that picture, Bulstrode was nowhere near complete. It was just the prototype bow design. But here I found out I got the design I liked. I was able to get in the little kind of dark tan bumper you see in front in a lot of his photos. And another thing I had not a hard time with, but I really wanted to get with the buoys, or I guess the other bumpers, the tires along the side. I went back and forth between white and black. Though white looks a little better on the Lego model, it's not accurate to Bulstrode in the television series. I did base Bulstrode off the television series because that's where I originally know him from. So that's where I took the inspiration. I did look at some of the Reverend book images. I did look a little bit of those, and really they're pretty much the same. I just liked, for not building a boat before, tackling the one we see in the TV show, the model series. It was just a little easier for me to approach. So when you're looking at Bulstrode, I ended up going with a dark tan deck as well. It just looked better than brown. Brown just made it a little dark. And though in a way that's accurate, a lot of online images, it is either a lighter kind of tan or this dark tan. I went with the dark tan. I'm really happy that's what I chose. I went ahead too, for his cargo compartment. Originally I was just going to leave it studs, nothing in there, but I have a whole bunch of these minifigure stands left over, and I put those in there, and I was really surprised with how much I liked the look in there, so I left those in there as well. Bulstrode also, as I went ahead and built him, I ended up extending him out another 2 studs. Originally he was 2 studs shorter. One of the big reasons for me doing that was because of the cargo area, so I could get in another. It made more sense to extend Bulstrode out than shorten him up, and that's what I did. It also allowed me to get in a little bit of detailing or get more accuracy towards the bow. So when you're looking at, I'll turn him, kind of bring, oop, I bet I kind of hit the camera. I'll bring him forward a little bit. It's kind of hard just because he's long. So bring him forward. You're looking at his face right now. Face, I went with 4x3. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure if it was a 4x4, but it was a 4x3. And I really like the look. I'll actually go ahead and kind of turn it up a little bit so you can see. Kind of with that frown you kind of see when he's on the beach. He is disagreeable and a little grumpy, so I went ahead, used kind of a frowny face, and then I went ahead and I used these kind of crab eyes from some creator sets. Those are usually the eyes you see on the little crabs that are within the set. Looking at the, I guess we'll call it the cab, or the driver house, whatever. I don't know the professional term for it. I went ahead and I did have to change the kind of the windshield portion, the viewing for the driver. Though in the photos and stuff, they're individual, so I would have like one, then a cover, then one, so it kind of, it's not one continuous window. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. For this model, though, it was just simpler and ended up looking cleaner by doing that. For those of you who build with Lego, I'm sure you understand what I mean by that, especially building in this size. Could I build Bulstrode bigger and still be kind of accurate? Yes, but I found as I was building him, the size he currently is a really nice size. He's probably a little on the small side, but that's okay. Turning to the side, I went ahead and I used the sticker from the shrimp boat for the life ring. I really like that set in general. I like the shrimp boat, and I was really happy when I got extras. I have had extra stickers left over, and this was a perfect time for me to use these stickers. Kind of turning it around, I have a little opening in the back here. If I were to go through and make Bulstrode a little bit bigger, more size accurate, I would probably go ahead and put 3 studs in the back, open it up a little bit so you could stand someone back there. As well as, you know, talking about making it bigger, I would make this portion bigger so I can kind of get a figure in there, kind of not. While we're back here, I actually used inverted for his smokestack. Inverted cylinders, which I think came out really nice. Originally, I was just going to use, I'm trying to remember what I was going to use. Oh, I thought it was an antenna at first when I just glanced at an image of them. However, when I did more research and looking into them, I found it looked more like a smokestack. That's what it was. So that's what I put there on Bulstrode. This side looks the same as the other with the life ring. And yeah, one of the last things I did as I built Bulstrode was I added the red plates on the bottom. When you look at a lot of the boats, a lot of ships, they have this line along here that's kind of the water line where it's supposed to be when the boat's full. So I went ahead and I added two levels of plates in there to make that possible. I really enjoyed putting it on there because the red adds detail to it. Yes, he looked fine, you know, just being a whole black hull, well, not, but it gave him a little more height, and it just added that extra color in there to make it better. Now, I know at the end of the day, the biggest complaint is it's not really minifigure scale, and that's okay for me. At the end of the day, I want it to fit in nicely with my other models, not take up too much space, but still look nice. I really hope you enjoyed this build. Again, you can't comment on my videos because I am set for children, but as always, I have my email and Instagram username in the description of this video. Please like the videos because it does tell me how much you guys are liking these videos, if I should continue making these videos. And lastly, I will see you in my next video.